Oh, they both seem a little crazy. I like it.
Hello everybody, welcome or perhaps welcome back to the channel. My name is Kumiko, but you can just call me Kumi for short, and today we are here for episode 20 of Frieren entitled Necessary Killing, which I am very intrigued by that title. I'm curious to see how it will fit into the episode. Anyways, just a quick reminder, I do have Patreon. For just $5, you can get early access to the full uncut versions of these reactions, and it does also help support me as a creator. So if you're curious about that, the link is down below in the video description, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on into episode 20. Oh yeah, we have this guy versus UBEL. And she just, once again, seems as unbothered as I remember her being in every episode prior to this. She does not look like she's stressed at all. That cuts through physical objects. Wait, and that's crazy. Wait, she's not even moving, dude! She's literally just walking at him. She's not even moving her staff, and she's just... That's crazy. Oh, they both seem a little crazy. I like it. And that's right, his magic is devoid of character, underhanded sole purpose of winning. Interestingly, I kind of get the sense that maybe UBEL's magic is the same, so I feel like this is gonna be a pretty good matchup, to be honest. Oh yeah, get her, Fern. Get her ass. Fern is fast. Oh! Oh my god, dude, look at that. Holy crap. Doesn't have a shred of character. I would say it's got plenty of character. Oh, oh, Fern! Yo! Dang, son. Yo, this goes back to what I was saying in the last episode, where it's like, sometimes you don't need the new tech, you know? Sometimes you can just do the, like, quote-unquote outdated stuff and do it really well, and it's better than the quote-unquote new tech, you know? Necessary Killing. Ooh, what a title. Sorganiel. Oh! Oh, that's like the binding spell that Frieren used. Oh, dang. Yeah, binding spell. That's interesting, because didn't Frieren say that her version of the spell only works on birds? So he has like an adaptation of that spell in his arsenal. If I'm remembering correctly, I can't remember. I thought she said it only works on birds or like other bird-like creatures. So that's interesting. Binds those I can see. Oh, yeah, and it's got more range than Frieren spell, so this must be an adaptation of it. Oh. Oh, he's given her another chance. Interesting. I thought I'd finally found a fight to the death. She sounds so disappointed by it. So threatening me into handing over our still was his goal after all. Yeah, why not just take it? Oh? Oh, we back in it. Dang. Oh. That's right, as long as he can see her, I guess he can just keep binding her, but... Ah, okay. Let's go for the kill. Ooh. Huh. Who did similar things. Who enjoyed killing. Oh, dang. Oh, that's so interesting. Kraft did say that she has the eyes of a killer. She does seem like she maybe enjoys killing. What hells have you seen? Okay. Oh, to fight in wars between nations. Oh!
Oh my god!
地獄なんかじゃない。
It wasn't. It's commonplace. Oh, that's so. Dude, oh my god. Okay. First, holy crap, all of those children just marching into battle, just like a bunch of child soldiers, basically battling for their nations, is crazy. That's absolutely insane. And like no armor either, just nothing, just swords, basically just being sent to their death. One interesting element of it. Second interesting element is this idea of like, I mean, basically what he just said, when you see something so often, what might be hell to another person becomes commonplace to you, you know? Like, we see that, we see those children, and we think, oh my god, like, that's horrible. But for him, he's like, yeah, that's just another Tuesday, which is, it's crazy. Like, the difference in perspective between somebody who goes through that on a relatively regular basis and someone like, you know, you or I, who is seeing this as a viewer, it's really interesting, you know, because obviously from my perspective, I'm like, holy crap, that's crazy. And it's so interesting that he doesn't view it as a hell. It's just how it is for him. It's just life. It's daily life. Wow. Fascinating. Okay, continuing.
もういいよ。
Oh, this is a long moment of silence.
殺さないの？
Ooh, interesting, huh?
人生が
Strongly
人間
related
性
to
に
their
大きく
life
関わって
and
いると思っている。
nature. Ooh. To delay killing them. That's a good point.
塔に両手を散らす
And yet you still want to remain human. Oh my god, bro. I'm sorry to pause again. But like, that is so fascinating. That is so interesting. And what's especially interesting is she just said like this magic, this binding magic that you seem to specialize in, it feels like it's to delay killing me. And I literally was just like, wow, that was a long silence. Kind of like a delay. It's almost like the show was trying to emphasize that with that like long stretch of silence, like a delay for wow. That was really cool.
そうだ。
Ooh, to prepare myself to kill.
でもな、ジョーちゃん。
I've always killed everyone I had to.
やってきたぜ。
Necessary killing. Fascinating. He doesn't want to kill, but he'll kill when necessary. Necessary killing. Wow. Dude, I love the dialogue in this show too. Like this idea of you already have blood on your hands, but you still like want to remain human, like what she just said. Like that's so fascinating that somebody who has done so much killing still hesitates to kill or like doesn't want to, you know, has to like kind of work up to it. Oh, Fern. Oh, didn't censor at all. That's my girl. I mean, not surprised. I'm not surprised. We just got lucky. A ruse. Taught her a spell that captures a bird. Ah, okay. So it was Fern.
悪かったみたいだね。
Got no luck. Ere.
殺しました。
I killed her! Hmm. Already failed the test. Be unnecessary. Wow. Yeah. An unnecessary kill back into a necessary one. Dang. So Fern didn't actually kill. Okay, that makes sense because I was about to be like, I feel like Fern wouldn't just, you know, kill another mage for no reason, for no real reason. Yeah, that's actually a really cool ability, turning flower petals into metal. Often neglect the fundamentals. Oh, okay. I mean, that seems like a logical approach. Oh. I'll probably win? Okay, okay. Still observing you before the battle begins, bro. The battle hasn't even begun for him. Oh! Oh my god, wait, can he clone himself? Oh my god, whoa. Dang. Oh, it's illusion magic. Okay, oh, it is like a clone, okay. Oh! Was that lightning? Okay. Okay, well. Don't trust other people. Dang, okay. Killed her my ass, okay. Oh, dang, yo, that's also an interesting line. She lied like it was nothing, which kind of makes sense because, I mean, we're always lying to demons, you know? Like, we gotta play more unfair. Like, we're used to lying to demons, you know? So I suppose that lying in general wouldn't be too difficult. Also, yeah, okay, this makes sense because, yeah, I was like, I feel like Fern would not just, like, kill another human for, like, no reason, so makes sense. I mean, I guess, like, the reason would be they were battling, but even then, I feel like Fern wouldn't. Top of her class, dang. Ordinary offensive magic, hell yeah, baby. Oh my gosh, damn, Fern. I don't know if she could have won, bro. Fern is very strong. One nasty monster. She is, how should you say, a genius. And has also worked very hard to hone her skills, so. No, we just gonna float her. Oh, that's cute. Is this, I guess this is the scene. Isn't there a scene of them like this in the OP? Oh. Is he good? Okay. I think he, okay, he looks, oh no! Oh my gosh! My guy is like, bruh. Oh, I hope they come across one. I kind of like him. Like, he's really interesting, WIRBEL. I'm curious about the other two as well, but like WIRBEL specifically is actually such an interesting character to me. Like, that whole exchange with UBEL was fascinating, and I kind of would like to see more of him, so I hope they pass. You're a nice guy. Yeah, he seems like a good dude. Is that kindness the reason you fight demons? Oh, dang. Saved her village. Wow. Okay. 29 years ago. Aww. Aww. Only 4 or 5 years old. Oh, interesting. Huh. Is she? Well, no, that probably wouldn't make sense because he, okay. I thought for a moment, I thought maybe the girl that he was in love with is her, but she looked really young and he looked kind of older, like in the scene where he's saving her village. So I don't think that works out for their ages because she seems like she's quite a bit younger than him. And he said he's only 4 or 5.
in that flashback, so she would have been like probably a baby. I would think. I think. So I guess maybe not. I thought it was her at first, but
帰りはま
私のおじいちゃん紹介しようか。一級魔法使いだから陸路。
oh. His grandpa or her grandpa is a first class mage, and that's interesting because when she was fighting Fern, she was like, it feels like I'm fighting my grandfather. Yo, I think Fern's gonna become a first class mage.
あれ
Oh! Yo, and it's in sight! It's in sight! Let's go! Let's freaking go! Yeah!
今までのことは何だったの
For luck to go my way. The still's just like, help! Oh, I'm so happy. I like them. I want to learn more about all of them, but especially WIRBEL.
来ないけど
Ah?
フリーレンしてる
Ah!
取られたか
Our bird! Bruh. Come on, man.
面白い
Oh, man. Now we gotta go to... And dude, the still... It's still there! He's just chilling. Oh?
試験の試験官はお前だ
Proctor of the second test. Zenze?
今回
Oh,
も
it landed on her head? Genau. Oh, that is so interesting. And it landed on her head, and she's moving too. And now he's standing up and moving. And it's still there.
この程度ではしないよ激化するぞ対人戦が
Oh.
あると思う
3分の1は残るだろう、その中に電源は確実に
Denkin is strong for sure. His skill is comparable to a first class. Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
富と
Yeah.
権力にしか興味のないご老体がなんで
Hmm.
特権今の子が使った魔法ってさジルベーアでしょ
Jill Ware.
南側シュテレを持って逃げればいい
ラウフェンはまだ未熟者でな魔力
Okay.
容易に追跡できるはずだフリー
Frieren.
現にお前はわしらを
Oh, he knows her.
私のこと知っているんだ
Recognizes her,
わし
huh?
らの世代でその名を知ら
Who
ぬ
doesn't know that name? Dang. Okay.
一目見て確信した
Dang.
お前は
She famous.
最高の魔法
That's my girl. Mm-hmm.
有名なの伝説的な魔法使いだ
A legendary mage.
マジで年取らねえんだなもっと卑怯な手で来るかと思っていた
Oh, dude, are we gonna get Denkin versus Frieren?
電源がお前の足止めをしている間に
Oh! Dude,
わしらは足止めができればそれで
yeah, F off, Richter.
思えんだけだ
Worth killing somebody.
So
Okay, well, thank you, dude. Okay, at least Denkin's got, like, some moral compass here. Like, killing political enemies, I'm not saying it's right, but, like, that's one thing. Killing children is, like, a whole other thing.
一級魔法使いなの価値があるとは思う
True. Don't need a title to be a great mage in the same way you don't need a sword to be, or a real sword to be a real hero. Privilege. That the title
半世紀以上
grants.
前に突如として歴史の
Zedie. Oh, that was interesting. There was like a shot of Frieren's eye. Okay. Does Frieren know her somehow?
戦火の時代の洗練された魔法使いを
だから彼女は
一級
Oh.
者に特権
Oh.
を与えることをや
Oh. Wait. This is the okay. You know, I thought she was a demon. I thought she was a demon because she's in the first OP, but it's this. I'm pretty sure it's like exactly this, but it's like dark. It's like dark and eerie and creepy. And this is like a complete contrast to that, where it's like bright and light and not creepy and not
eerie, and that is really that is really interesting. That is really interesting. It makes me think that there's something sinister about this character, because like why else would she be in the first OP in like a weird kind of creepy sinister lighting? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Any one spell they desire. Oh, dude, she's also got like kind of she has like UBEL eyes. Living grimoire who knows nearly every spell in humanity's history. Wow. All-knowing and all-powerful goddess. Oh, dang. Huh. Oh, wait, is this the exam proctor? I can't tell. His hair is a little... I think that's the exam proctor. And this is the girl, right? This is the girl we just saw, the girl who's the second exam proctor. And is there a third test and he's gonna be the third exam proctor? Interesting. So he has wings. She, I don't know. She does not have wings. He has some sort of like interesting wing like protrusion or like giant arm or something. Huh. Okay. For mages to gain whatever spell they want is equivalent to having a wish granted. I feel like there's a dark side to it though, because I mean this lighting is very I mean, you know, it doesn't give me the sense that this is like a good thing, you know? I wonder if there's some sort of like price to be paid for having a wish granted, because this lighting is not giving me good positive vibes. Denkin doesn't care about the privilege. Huh. Bit keep her busy for 1 minute. No! Stop! God, Richter. Alright, thank you, Denkin. Glad Denkin is the voice of reason here. I mean, I don't like that they stole our bird in general, but like, at least Denkin's not like, yes, let's murder the kids. Oh, okay. Oh, but it's, oh, dude, I'm so hyped for Frieren versus Denkin, though. I'm like, so, I want to see Denkin. I'm so curious. And the still is still just chilling on her head. Oh, yo, let's go. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, I feel like this battle's about to go hard. I'm so excited to see. I'm excited to see Denkin's skill, actually, because I mean, they said that he's like on par with a first class mage, or like almost on par with first class mage. I don't remember the exact wording, but oh, I'm excited. Oh man. Okay, I want to go back to this part. Actually, before we go back to that part, I want to go back to the like OG OP really quickly. Okay, OG OP. Yeah, it is. It's the exact same. It's got the books, it's got the throne, it's got her sitting in it the same way. But I mean, obviously the color scheme is very different. The tone is very different. She is like entirely in well, not entirely, there's like a few specks of light, but like she's mostly entirely in shadow. The books are shadowed. This is like a like eerie purpley red lighting. Like there's something going on here. There's definitely something going on here. Okay, really quickly, I'm gonna cut into the video because I actually noticed something very interesting as I was editing this video. So I'll show you. So the scene in episode 20 and the scene in the OP are like the inverse of each other. And I'm not just talking about the color scheme. I'm talking about the way the zooming works. So like in episode 20, we see the shot of Zeria with the books and then it zooms in on her face. But in the OP, it starts zoomed in on her face and then we see the shot of the library. So in terms of zooming, they're also the inverse of each other, which is, I mean, boy, I cannot wait to find out more about this character. So curious. Here's one more look at it as well in case you wanted to see it again.
Really, really cool. Super cool stuff. Another interesting thing, and we'll go back to the episode itself, because I'm kind of wondering if she's like a twin or if she has like a doppelganger or like split personality or something, because in the new OP, there's like a shot of two kind of young looking girls holding hands. Like it kind of looked like her. So I'm wondering if she has like a twin, doppelganger, split personality, something like that. I think it's like right in here. Yeah, this part. Two, I mean, it looks like they have elf ears. They're short girls with, yeah, this kind of makes me think that maybe she's, again, maybe twin, doppelganger, split personality. I don't know, but that's really interesting. And then, yeah, if we go back to this scene where they're talking about the privilege of becoming a first-class mage. Let's go back to this. This whole thing was really interesting. First-class mage is just a title. I like this again because once again it kind of carries over this theme of like, you don't need a title, you don't need a certification, you don't need a real sword to be, whatever XYZ thing, to be a real mage, to be a great mage, to be a real hero. It's not that valuable. But then he's like, well, actually. More than 50 years ago. So, I mean, only 50 years ago, that's really not that long ago. The founder of the Continental Magic Association appeared, and it's interesting. So this was only 50 years ago, and she's an elf, it looks like. I wonder how old she is. Appeared to reign over humanity's magic is interesting too. The great mage Zerie. And Frieren's face is interesting here. Does she recognize the name? She's still searching for mages refined during the long war against the Demon King. So she's promised to grant a special privilege to anyone who achieved the rank of first-class mage. And yeah, again, this is so fascinating because this is like entirely light, it's bright, stark contrast to what we saw in the original OP. Grant them any one spell they desire. Yeah, there's definitely something going on here, bro. Those eyes don't lie. She's got the UBEL eyes. Living grimoire who knows nearly every spell in humanity's history. Yeah, I want to know, how old is she? Fascinating. Could acquire massive wealth, and the goddess also has elf ears. Very interesting. Cure the gravest of diseases or gain overwhelming power. I'm also noticing the goddess has angel wings. That makes sense. But it's also really interesting because, again, it's like a stark contrast to what we have here. Like the goddess has these angel wings and he has kind of like demon-looking wings. Mages to gain whatever spell they want is equivalent to having a wish granted. But there's got to be some sort of price. It's sinister. It's sinister. It's spooky. It's creepy. It's sinister. People are simple. Class mages are all monsters who barely seem human. And that's also so interesting that he calls them monsters who barely seem human. And I mean, we have like these kind of like monstrous looking features. Wow. Okay. Is that valuable a privilege? Is it really a privilege? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if we actually want our wish granted. It seems a little questionable to me. But wow, that I'm so intrigued by, was it Zerie? I'm so intrigued by her as a character. Like I said, there's so many new names and spells and such being introduced, and I don't want to like pause every 2 seconds to look them up. So anything that's really important, let me know. But I am gonna look up Zerie because I'm really interested in her as a character. Okay, so it says Serie in German means series, referring to a succession, sequence, range, or set of similar things. Okay. It's also used to describe a streak or to denote mass production. Huh. That's really interesting. Okay. A number of similar things that follow one after another. That does kind of make me wonder if there is like another one, like maybe she's like one in a series or something like that. I don't know. I guess we'll maybe find out like why she's named that way, but that's an interesting name, especially given that it looked like there were two. Like, are there a bunch of clones of her and then she's like one of the successors in the series? I don't know.
Fascinating though. That part was like especially intriguing to me, and I would love to know more about about this character and all of that specifically. Like, why is it such a contrast to what we saw in the OP? What's the dark side of this? There's clearly a dark side. There's no reason why the OP would be that shadowed and dark, in contrast to how we saw it here if there wasn't some sort of dark side. So I'm very intrigued by that. Also interesting to kind of get like a bit of a better glimpse into Denkin's character. Like, he, even though he's like fine with stealing their still for this mage exam, he doesn't seem like necessarily a bad person, you know, like, because Richter's over here like, let's murder the children, and Denkin's like, let's not do that, we can just put them to sleep. So this is actually kind of interesting because I guess I perceived Denkin as like a very kind of ruthless and cold person, but it seems like maybe my assessment of him wasn't fully accurate, because if he truly were like that, then he would be like, yes, let's kill the children, but he's not doing that. So I kind of wonder what his motivations are. I mean, they said he was an Imperial mage. Richter says that he's probably killed political opponents before, so I would love to know a little bit more about Denkin's background, and how he got to the position of Imperial mage, like what exactly his philosophy is on killing. Is it kind of similar to WIRBEL's, where he'll like kill when quote unquote necessary, but he doesn't enjoy unnecessary killing? I'm curious about Denkin's character. And let's see, I don't know if there were any other sections that I wanted to talk about, but let me see. I will just go back to this section really quickly because I did find it like, I think the way that they drew this scene was really impactful, you know, like the color scheme, all of the tones, it's almost like they're kind of the same tone. Their eyes look so completely dead. It's all just like this kind of gray sky, you know, like they look like zombies, you know, they look like they're just going through the motions of living, like they're all completely like holding the swords the exact same way, like they're just robots programmed to do this, you know? Really fascinating. And I love this part. It wasn't hell. It wasn't hell because it's like if you're already living in hell, then it doesn't really feel like hell. Again, that's just your reality. It's what he's used to. And then this part, this is what I was talking about, where it's like so interesting that this kind of long silence sort of mimics this idea of like delaying killing. Like, that's so cool. I like that as like a stylistic choice. I also appreciate the fact that like WIRBEL not killing UBEL is like justified by his character, you know, because a lot of times in anime, like you're watching it and I don't know, it's like one of the characters has like whatever captured the other character, or they're like about to kill the other character, and then they just start like yapping and you're like, bro, kill them, they're gonna escape. And then they don't, and they start yapping, and then the character escapes, and you're like, bruh. But in this case, it's justified by the fact that he actually doesn't want to kill her, you know? Like, that's, which I appreciate that. I appreciate that there's, like, a reason for the yap, you know? Like, it makes sense. He doesn't want to kill her. He's like, willing to indulge her in conversation because he's hesitating. He needs to delay killing her. And this is also very interesting. Very, very interesting. Is strongly related to their life in nature. Something to think about, I guess, as I move forward in the series. The magic a person specializes in is strongly related to their life in nature. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like seeing Frieren with the butterflies. I know that's not necessarily like the magic that she specializes in, but it makes me think of that as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what an astute observation by UBEL. Yeah, like that's why he allowed her to buy time. They're already drenched in blood, and yet you still want to remain human. I love this line. I love this line so much. And it's kind of like interesting to think about too, like,
can one be human after they've shed so much blood, you know? Like, what if it's quote unquote necessary killing, you know? Like, does that have any impact on it? I don't know the answer. I think it's a subjective thing, but very kind of like makes you think, can a person still have their humanity intact when they've done things like this? Like, is it simply just a necessity of war, you know? I mean, death and killing, like, war necessitates those things oftentimes, so it makes you wonder, it makes you think. And I like how he just admits it, you know? I like how he just says, yeah, that's right. I use this time to sort of prepare myself to kill. And this makes me really appreciate his character, you know? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I kind of thought that he would also be somebody who maybe enjoys killing. You know, I don't know, he just kind of like gave me that vibe, but it turns out that he really doesn't, you know? Like, he will kill when necessary, but he does not enjoy unnecessary killing, and the fact that he has to sort of like work up to it, I think says a lot about who he actually is as a person, you know? In contrast to UBEL, who is at least kind of implied to enjoy killing, you know? Like Kraft said, she has the eyes of a killer, and she seemed kind of disappointed that their match didn't go to the death, you know? So I get the sense that she enjoys killing, but I'm like intrigued by that as well. But this is like, his character's really cool, you know, really interesting, and it's a very interesting contrast to see a character who, you know, as UBEL says, has so much blood on his hands, but does still seem to have a sense of humanity, and like, you know, just because he has all this blood on his hands, it doesn't mean he enjoys it, you know. But yeah, I think, let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. I think the only other thing that I'm super curious about is like, what is this location? It looks like it's underground, but there's like some kind of treasure chest looking things, and then there's these gigantic stack of books. Like, does she just sit here and read all day? Is that why she has so much knowledge of spells and such? I'm curious what this place is, like with the blue flames. I'm curious if we'll get to go down here and meet her at some. I mean, I assume you get to meet her once you become a first class mage, right? So and then once again, I just want to take a look at, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that these two, yeah, it's definitely them in this scene with the, like, yeah, I can see his, yeah, okay, I just wanted to confirm. Okay, well, very fascinating episode. I am very, very, very intrigued by this one. Can't wait to see where this is gonna go. I'm very curious about Zerier specifically. Like, I want to meet her. I want to know, like, what's gonna be the dark side of all this. I want to know more about these characters as well. Like, what did they wish for? Was there some sort of price that they had to pay for those wishes? Like, are they really monsters in some way? Like, this is all just, like, fascinating to me, and I cannot wait to learn more. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye! Alrighty, it is time, as always, for our Legend tier shoutouts. So, shout out to Abel Dark Rider, Savior of Nern, and Gabriel Weiss. Thank you guys so freaking much for being absolute legends. I really do appreciate it. And on to the rest of the shoutouts.